Careful, Tammy. Matt is asking too many questions now.
947 Drive with Thando.
This is 947. Looking at people who did a complete 180, went in a different direction with their entire life. And look, it seems like it's quite common. Anthony, who reached sport, was going to be an anthropologist, he said. Which, I mean, I don't even know what an anthropologist does.
Don't they go and look at bones?
Yeah, it's like the study of history and people and stuff like that.
They spend their time at the cradle studying bones. Or?
Surely we've studied enough of it. Have we not figured out everything there is to know about those things?
No, that's why there was Homo naledi a few years ago. No, they still discovered
a few years. That was 2 decades ago.
No,
We're
it
still
wasn't.
studying Homo naledi. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. If there's someone who can educate me, please hit me up. So I got a message from Michael. Says the headmaster at my school used to be a professional boxer.
Oh.
You definitely want to do your homework if that's the case.
Exactly. Quite the change also.
Otherwise, Lungisi says a guy I worked with left his job as an accountant to become a comedian. He was the least funny person that we knew.
Shame.
Look, we're not saying you went on to be great at what your job is. Lou, what is it that you shifted from?
So I hope you're ready for this. So I need to give a warning. So buckle up for this. In 2016, I started studying adult basic education and training. It was a higher certificate because I didn't graduate with enough credits to study a bachelor's degree at first.
Okay.
So I had to do a bridging course to give me enough credits so that I can register for a BA degree. And then after I got my certificate, I went through to UNISA and started studying my bachelor's in education. And I did that for a year and a half, working full-time, studying part-time. And after I had to do my practicals at a primary school, I decided, okay, this is not for me. And then my career changed into corporate as well. So I decided to start studying my bachelor's degree in business administration. And I got my bachelor's degree in business administration. And for the past few years, I've been doing medical representative.
What?
So it's completely different to what I studied, even though the things that I did study, I can apply in my workspace. Because it's all about legal and accounting, and those things were all covered in bachelor administration. But yeah, I'm doing completely something different than what I initially wanted to do.
Lou, you must have more degrees than a thermometer. I mean, how many did you complete?
I've got a lot of credit. No, I've got a lot of credit. No, so I did a year and a half of a 3-year part-time degree in BA Ed. So I can go back and complete that, but with UNISA, you can't do that anymore. But yeah, I decided to do my bachelor's in administration in the end, and now I'm still struggling to decide whether I want to continue studying and in what I'm going to go in.
But what do you work as at the moment, Lou?
As a medical representative.
And what do you do?
Okay, so I work mainly with gynecologists and general surgeons in Gauteng. So we do endometrial ablations.
Oh my goodness.
And I do hemorrhoidectomies. Yeah, so it's completely different.
It
I
is.
love the medical field. I absolutely love the medical field. I get to work with professional people, and I get to see something different every day.
From kids to hemorrhoidectomies, you've definitely seen the full spectrum.
That was the best decision ever. to stop the education degree was the best decision ever.
Well, look, it's definitely diverse. We've got another one here. Tammy, you started off in law.
Hi.
Hello.
How's everyone today?
Good, thank
Look,
you.
I can immediately hear from your laugh that this took a very different turn.
All right. So the first thing I actually tried to do was I actually got a bursary to study computer programming. But I was not going to sit behind a computer for ever. And then I wanted to go and study law because if you've met me, you'll know that I always win arguments. So I figured that would be the best thing. But at the time, we couldn't really afford it. So I decided to start waitressing at, it's an over 18 venue.
Oh.
How over 18 is this venue? Are we talking bars or are we talking something a little bit more?
If I use the word exotic socialite.
My goodness. So is this what you still do?
So basically, I got fired in the first week of waitressing because they said I was too pretty to be a waitress. And I became an exotic dancer.
And how's the money?
So, it's fantastic.
What, are you looking at changing your job
I want
title?
to change
Lerato?
careers.
So basically, yeah. So that's what. Well, I mean, I work for a place called Lush in Cape Town now, and besides being still a dancer, I'm also the dance manager. So best of both worlds, I suppose.
What is a dance manager?
You're basically in charge of all the other dancers.
Nice.
So are you like critiquing them, and are you like a coach?
Yes and no. So, like, basically when they're in trouble, I'm the one who tells them.
So, Tammy, question. I mean, do you have different names that you go by?
Well, I've been dancing for, I don't know, for like 20 years. So what I do is I do change the name depending on the club. So if someone says hi to me and uses a specific name, I know where they know me from.
Careful, Tammy. Matt is asking too many questions now.
I literally got through my Rolodex and be like, which club was I at? Yes, gotcha.
Oh, Tammy, before I indict myself, let me move on. Listen, I think you might be winning it from now, from law to exotic dancer.
It's it.
No, but I mean, listen, I also have to win arguments there, but yeah.
One day I want job satisfaction like she's got.
947 Drive with Thando. This is 947.